Today, we're diving into Real Madrid's unbelievable Champions League comeback stories in recent years. From heart-stopping finishes at the Bernabeu to iconic goals that rewrote football history. This is why they're called the Kings of Europe. Welcome back to the channel where football meets legends. In today's deep dive, we're revisiting some of Real Madrid's most unforgettable Champions League comeback victories in recent years. These aren't just games, they're chapters in a dynasty built on belief, mental strength and last-minute magic. Over the past decade, Real Madrid has redefined what it means to be clutch in the Champions League. Time and time again, they've risen from the ashes, turning last-minute defeats into legendary victories. Whether it's the roar of the Bernabeu or the ice-cold nerves of their stars, Madrid's comebacks aren't luck, they're legacy. Before we go deeper into some of their legendary comeback games, let's break it down into numbers. Most comeback wins in Champions League since 2014, 8 times in total. Goals scored after 80th minute in UCL knockout games since 2022, 9. How many times did Real Madrid overturn a first leg loss in the last 5 years? 5 times. 2 finals won in extra time or after comeback since 2014, and since then Real Madrid have won 6 Champions League titles in total. They've scored 6 goals in the 90th minute or later during the 2021-22 knockout rounds alone, a bit more on this campaign later. And finally, they've reversed deficits of 2+ goals in 7 separate Champions League ties in the last decade alone. Let's take a closer look at some of these games, starting with the 2014 final versus Atletico Madrid, winning La Decima and starting this crazy trend. Trailing 1-0 in the 93rd minute of the final, Sergio Ramos rose like destiny itself, heading in the equalizer. In extra time, Madrid ran riot, scoring 3 more. Final score 4-1, their long-awaited 10th UCL title. 2016 quarter-final against Wolfsburg. After a 2-0 loss in Germany, Real needed something special, and they got it. Cristiano Ronaldo delivered a masterclass, scoring a hat-trick at home, including a perfect free kick to seal a 3-2 aggregate win. 2023 round of 16 versus Liverpool. At Anfield, Madrid were down 2-0 inside 15 minutes, but Vinicius and Benzema led a ferocious response. Final score 5-2 on enemy soil. That's not a comeback, it's domination. Now let's talk about their 2021-22 so-called miracle season. We start with the round of 16 versus PSG. Down 2-0 across both legs, Karim Benzema exploded in the second half at the Bernabeu, scoring a hat-trick in 17 minutes. Madrid turned the tie on its head, 3-2 aggregate win. In the quarter-finals against Chelsea, after a 3-1 away win, Madrid were trailing 3-0 at home, but Rodrygo struck in the 80th minute, forcing extra time. Benzema once again delivered the fatal blow. Final score 5-4 on aggregate. Then came the semi-final versus Manchester City. City were 5-3 up on aggregate by the 89th minute of the second leg in Madrid. Then came the Bernabeu magic. In 60 seconds, Rodrygo scored twice in the 90th and 91st minute. Extra time arrived and Benzema calmly converted the penalty. Final score 6-5 on aggregate. A miracle? No, just Madrid doing Madrid things at this point. And they didn't stop there. In the 2024 semi-final versus Bayern Munich, trailing 1-0 late in the second leg, it looked like Bayern were on their way to Wembley. But substitute Joselu stunned the world, scoring in the 88th and 91st minutes. Final score 2-1 Madrid and yet another historic Bernabeu night. Then the latest miracle came this season against Borussia Dortmund. In a thrilling group stage encounter at the Santiago Bernabeu, Dortmund stunned the home crowd by taking an early 2-0 lead. However, Real Madrid showcased their legendary resilience, orchestrating a sensational turnaround to win 5-2. Many will say this is just luck, or they were helped by the referees, so on and on go the excuses. But it's not. What drives a team to never accept defeat? Mentality, history, legacy. Built on decades of pressure-tested performances and legendary leaders like Sergio Ramos, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema, and now a new generation with Vinicius, Rodrygo, Bellingham, and Fede Valverde. Finally, let's not forget Carlo Ancelotti and Zinedine Zidane, managers who have a calm genius on the sideline, who never panic and never yell. They just win trophies. Real Madrid isn't just about football. It's about belief in the face of defeat, thriving in the chaos, and rising when the world expects them to fall. When the lights are brightest, Real Madrid shines the most. Let us know in the comments what's your favorite Real Madrid comeback moment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football storytelling, deep dives, and legendary moments. Until next time.